Today we're going to be reviewing another big Lou guitar. This one is called a Roadster, which is an LP style. And once again, it's a 1 7/8 inch neck. And I'm going to try to show you everything I can so you can make an informed decision whether or not this guitar is something that might be for you. All right, so this is pretty much the same box that the Cobra came in. It's a little bit thicker, a lot heavier. We're going to see in a minute why it's heavier. Packing on this is a lot better than the previous box. I'm not sure if that's just how they're packing them now or if that's due to the style of the guitar, but let's open it up and find out. All right, when we take the top off of the packaging here, you can see we've got a, it's like a melamine, I think is what you call that. It's just a fiber board with a hard surface. Quite a bit more substantial than the other package had. All right, once again on this guitar we've got this soft foam bag. You can see here we've got the support for the neck. On the end down here we've got a piece of cardboard and we've got a nice little cellophane padding. And on this end we've got a little more substantial. We do have the same cardboard reinforcement plus the padding, plus we've got this big piece of foam here. Okay, included with this guitar, the same as the last one, is a bag of accessories, and really the only thing in here is a Allen wrench and a inexpensive guitar cable. Okay, once we've got the wrapper apart, we can see we've got the same wax paper protecting the strings, and we've got a little piece of foam here that's protecting the toggle switch. Okay, now that we've got it all unwrapped, we can take a look at it. It's a very pretty guitar. Finish is really, really nice. Now there are some fingerprints on this and there is some dust on this because I've been playing it. So when it came in though, it was absolutely spotless, not a mark on it, not a speck of dust really. So anyways, let's take a look at it a little closer. Okay, taking a look at the guitar from top to bottom. Tuners are, again, I mean, just like the Cobra, they're good tuners. They're not Schallers or go-tos or anything, but they're pretty good. They're not loose. They do hold tune pretty well. So the nut on the Roadster seems to be cut a little bit better than the one on the Cobra. If you've seen my Cobra review, you may have noted that I said that the slot cut on these was just maybe a little bit too big for the 9s, which I think is what it was strung with from the factory. And when I put 10s on it, they were just a little bit too small. This one, at least with these, I think these are 9s that are on here again, these fit really nice. Now the neck itself is a maple neck with rosewood fretboard. You can see we've got these trapezoid markers instead of the dots. Up on the top of the neck here on the binding are also the indication dots. These are some kind of a nickel alloy fret. Now on the Cobra review, the Cobra neck did not have the binding, so the frets came right out to the very edge of the neck. With the binding on this neck, the frets stop about a fingernail's width away from the edge of the binding, so it gives the feeling of a much smoother neck, although they feel the same if you actually rub along them. They're not sharp, but you can feel them. They probably do need to be dressed out a little bit by a setup guy, but even just right out of the box, they play really well. Now the string spacing on the Roadster is just a little bit different than the string spacing on the Cobra was. On the Cobra we had about 8 millimeters between center of strings. On this one we have about 7 millimeters. But we do have a little bit more shelf on the edge out here, so I'm going to assume that what they did was because of the binding they had to squish the strings in just a little bit. It's still pretty roomy, but ever so slightly smaller than the Cobra was.